want to destroy us. But nonetheless, we still move. All right. Speaking of move, we'll move on to Shoot the Breeze topic number 4. And we're asking a question about AI. For those that don't know, AI standing for artificial intelligence. Bakari, you might not like this, but another celebrity is in is making buzzworthy news. Dave Chappelle, a stand-up comedian from the United States, was asked about artificial intelligence, and he had some remarks. Black Steel, this topic will also be of an interest to you, being an educator. He talked about children and AI and the future of AI and what it holds. So this accompanies us with a video from Twitter X. Stand by.
I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. You know what's funny? Okay, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and we were laughing about how no one really would know what to teach a kid now. What skill sets are going to matter 10 or 20 years from now as the world becomes automated and everything is just changing? So we decided that your character is your destiny. You know what I mean? Just like, if you're a good person, that's pretty much all you can ask from anybody. And hope for the best. I don't know if anyone needs to think anymore.
What do you mean by that? The machines are doing all the work for us?
It's AI, it's quantum computing. It just seems like thinking is for poor people. It's a joke, by the way. I forgot where I was. but it's true. It's just like who's, no one reads books anymore. It's just so different from when I grew up. You know what's funny? Okay, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and we were laughing about how no one really would know what to teach a kid now. What skill sets are going to matter 10 or 20 years from now as the world becomes automated and everything is just changing? So we decided that your character is your destiny. You know what I mean? Just like, if you're a good person, that's pretty much all you can ask from anybody. And hope for the best. I don't know if anyone needs to think anymore.
What do you mean by that? The machines are doing all the work for
It's
us?
AI, it's quantum computing. It just seems like thinking is for poor people. It's a joke, by the way. I forgot where I was. but it's true. It's just like who's, no one reads books anymore. It's just so different from when I grew up.
Once again, if you're just joining in, Jack Cadetto proudly filling in for Brother Koku here on Shoot the Breeze episode 247 on the Bitter Medicine podcast. Hit the like button if you haven't already. We're getting into our 4th topic of the night, and it asks, Shoot the Breeze topic number 4, will anyone have to think anymore? This was accompanied with a video from PBS News. It is a stand-up comedian, Dave Chappelle, giving his thoughts on AI and alluding to that in the future, maybe near future, again, 10, 20 years, depending on how you look at it, people won't have to think anymore. And that he joked, thinking will be for the poor. Anthony, first, welcome to the panel. We have a new panelist. Anthony, welcome to the panel tonight. And also, how are you? Hope everything is well. And what say you from what you've heard? Will anyone have to think anymore?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Jackadero? How you doing, brother?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah. Peace to the panel, man, and to everybody in the chat, man. But first of all, I just want to say, I want to make a correction by somebody said so. I just want to make a correction. Louisiana, the home of black culture in America. Okay, we're gonna say that. Louisiana, the home of black culture. Okay.
Hey, I understand y'all feel that way,
but yeah. Hey, but seriously though, man, on this, this is a perfect example of why you don't need to listen to these Negro celebrities, man. You know what I'm saying? With Dave Chappelle know better than that, man. His mother was a Pan-Africanist. You know what I'm saying? His mother, I know that his mother taught him better than that. About which I understand where he's coming from talking about the AI thing, but to me, this whole AI thing and everything is like it's a distraction. It's a distraction type thing, man. It's a tool for distraction to keep people's minds on, some other than where it need to be at. You know what I'm saying? But of course you're gonna have to think, man. You're gonna have to think. I mean, it's gonna be the ones who stop thinking, gonna be the ones who gonna get victimized. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Of course you're gonna have to think, man. I don't whatever kind of AI, whatever kind of technology they have in the past, in the future, still human beings are human beings. People are people. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna change. Black people, the situation for you ain't gonna change unless you make a change yourself. You know what I'm saying? And all over the world, man. So I mean, nah, man. Of course you're gonna have to think for yourself, man. You're gonna always have to think. You have to use your mind, man. This is just a bunch of foolishness to me, man. Like I said, Dave Chappelle know better than that. I'll leave it at that, man.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Anthony, the representative from Louisiana. In the chat, Jamrock Kid, welcome to the chat, says, what is important to teach as political philosophy? Pan-Africanism, Katha Wakatha, critical thinking, and hard skills you can use. Our people got through slavery, so pretty much anything can be overcome. Brother Bakari says, I don't like Dave Chappelle. Culture Education says, we will still read books, and we still read books. Absolutely. I got a great book collection. Trigger Happy says, Congo Square in reference to Louisiana. Uh-oh. Brother Bakari, it looks like you have some opposition here. Lord of Slaughter says, this is why I emphasize back to Africa, where humans are still valued. Well, again, let's keep the conversation going. Black Steel, you're an educator. What say you on Dave Chappelle? Will anybody have to think anymore based on what you've heard?
Man, nobody gives a fuck what Dave Chappelle talking about, man. I'm sorry. I gotta be real with you, man. Nobody gives a damn what he talking about, man. So listen, right? Growing up, one of my favorite movies was The Terminator, right? That was one of my favorite movies. And one thing in science fiction that I always talk about is machines taking over. From The Matrix to Terminator to I Am Legend to Dune. Everything is all about the machines taking over. What was that one show my kid looked at? Wally. The people have become dependent on machines. The machines have taken over. The machines are now controlling humanity. In The Terminator, the machines launch a nuclear strike against the world. In The Matrix, the machines take over humanity and put the rest of the world in a simulation, and they use our brain power. It's always something about the machines. And now we say the machines is doing the thinking for us. I've seen enough science fiction to know this is a bad thing. Okay. Machines, AI use, most people are against it. They know the data centers, they use up fresh water, they pollute, they overheat. So many people are against the AI data centers. They're removing the phones and stuff from school, so the kids have to actually work instead of looking up the answers on their phone. They're handing out suspensions and stuff for being on your phone. I mean, it's gotten to that point. So I don't glorify AI. I don't think it's going to replace human thinking. And there have been situations where people have been identified for crime. It was a black man who was basically arrested for a carjacking in Florida, and he was from North Carolina. So they pulled his picture. They pulled a picture, and it had an 85% match. They locked this man up for months. He lost his home. He lost his job. But it was because of AI. AI was what sanctioned him, right? So AI is not a good thing. It's not something that's meant to benefit people. There are some uses to it, but the whole idea of people aren't gonna think, man, listen. We're in an age of technological barbarism. These people will use technology and create algorithms to murder millions of people, which they've already started to do. They match your picture to a database. They can instruct the drone to kill you, kill your family. So I'm not too excited about the use of AI. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to end up in one of them pods in the Matrix. I'm not trying to fight the Terminators. And, I'm not trying to do that. So, yeah, I'm not trying. Anybody listen to what Dave Chappelle say? He's funny sometimes. Other times, he's a dickhead, But I think that money, I think now that he's rich, he always talks about how rich he is. Brother, don't you understand that it only takes a few bad movies, a few bad paychecks for you to be brought back in the street with us. So please, chill out. Don't forget where you come from. And that's it. But no, I'm not too gung ho about this AI because I've seen those movies. So we already got. Oh, what country? That's in Palestine. That's in Lebanon. That's all. They're already doing that in the Middle East. They had the pagers blow up to kill those people. They killed children blowing those pagers up. So yes, that's already going on in the world. So coming to a theater near you, they're gonna start using that that technology to kill people already. I'll leave it there. Thanks.
Appreciate it, Black Steel. Yeah, AI is something insane. Something insane. Not only just Lebanon, but also Iran. Prior to this war, there was that report on. Man, if I could, I don't know if I can summarize it in 10 seconds, but they were able to have a gun shoot off a top general in Iran. Israel was using AI, and to this day, people are still trying to figure out how did they do that? How did they? But I mean, that maybe is a topic for another day. In the chat, Lord Slaughter says the people who love this computer age will be robots, so their consciousness will live on. There's a black guy, Lord Slaughter. I want to tell you this. There's a black guy that I should have put it in today's topics, but there's a black guy that was one of the recipients, voluntary recipient of Elon Musk's Neuralink. And he's pretty much acting like a robot. Who knows? Maybe if we get time, maybe I'll show you guys a clip of him. But it's just so weird. I didn't think that growing up that I would see people voluntarily want to have chips planted into their brains, but here we are. Trigger Happy says, I've already been using AI militaristically, and they're shipping it worldwide. They used a bot to get rid of Michael Richards, I believe. Yeah, it was a robot. And thank you, Trigger Happy, to remind me about that. Yeah, it was a robot, and I wouldn't be surprised if now every police department across the U.S. Uses the robots, for scenes like what Michael Richards in Dallas had. Brother Bakari, everything that you've heard, everything that you saw with Dave Chappelle on this interview at PBS, what say you? Will people have to think anymore, or is Dave Chappelle just full of BS?
Well, hopefully people still use their brain. Dave Chappelle been full of BS, just not this interview. He been full of bullshit. I don't know how people didn't figure him out. Oh, let me go. Can I go back right quick? Right? So watch this. Dave Chappelle married to one of them chinks, right? From somewhere. He said his wife told him Asian people don't like when he cracked the slant-eye jokes. So he promised his wife he'll never crack or demean another Asian person. But he'll stand.
Is that wait? Is that real? Did this is real?
Yes. But he'll stand on that stage and call you the N-word all day. But anyway, I don't listen to nothing Dave Chappelle say. Hopefully people still use their brains. That's your strongest muscle. So they won't have to think anymore. Are they doing a lot with AI? Yes, they are doing a lot with AI. Somebody is thinking for AI. So what he's saying is, poor folk ain't gonna have to think no more. Now he believed his little financial situation. He ain't in the same boat. But rich folks, billionaires, gonna be thanking for everybody with AI. They're gonna be doing everything. But yes, people should. Yes, people will still have to think. God, okay, how big AI get. You still have to use your brain. You got to see, we need to be using our brain now to know how to combat some of this bullshit. Pardon my French. That's all I have to say about that. And oh yeah, before I step down, see, you didn't read my you didn't put my you didn't put mine up on you didn't read what I posted in the chat, Jackadero, because you talking about the Congo Square. See, we got the hometown Mississippi. We got New Africa.
Apologies.
We got New Africa, Mississippi, and we are the capital of the Republic of New Africa. So all your music, your everything came from their black culture in Mississippi with them blues and everything. Louisiana is good. I respect Louisiana, but
yeah, for those that don't that aren't
for the record, blues started in Louisiana too.
no.
For those that aren't able to see the screen, Brother Bakari says Mississippi, or no, Louisiana has Congo Square in New Orleans, but Mississippi has Dahomey Town and New Africa. So I apologize, Brother Bakari. Any last remarks about this this whole thought from Dave Chappelle on AI and not having to use our brains, and that thinking will only be for poor people? Any last remarks, gentlemen? All right. In the chat, Trigger Happy says, we love the friendly competition. Goku 911 is being an instigator with saying, fight, fight, fight. Well, I didn't think we were going to be at number 5 so quick. So we might have a 6th topic, depending on how this goes. But this is a little lighthearted one. It comes to us and is asking if he has a point. This is a comedian giving a statement about the dynamics between men and women, believe it or not. And so he's on stage and he gives a stand-up on you know, it's one thing, you know, for us as men, you know, we don't, because we're men, we don't necessarily like have the perspective of a woman. We don't even consider that. But nonetheless, this is a video clip that is brought to us by, let me see if it's X or not. Yes, Twitter X. And he's asking, if the roles were reversed, how would men act? So this is interesting that we have an all-male panel, and we don't need to. Ladies,